I have no makeup on, and I'm going to be reviewing the new Garnier BB Cream Skin Renew Miracle Perfector for combo to oily skin, and I got it in light medium. I have tried the regular Garnier BB Cream, the non-oily one, or not for oily skin, and it was an absolute disaster. Within a few hours, it was separating on my face, it was sliding, it was moving, it was blotchy. I looked like a grease ball. It was horrible, and it wasn't even summertime. It was in the wintertime. So when I saw they came out with a oily, combo oily formula, I was really excited. So this is what the tube looks like. It is 2 ounces, so it is about 1 ounce more than most foundations or BB creams. It says that it instantly controls shine, minimizes pores, evens, and hydrates. It is oil-free, and let's see. It claims to control oil and shine, naturally covers imperfections, minimizes pores, provides oil-free hydration, and it has SPF 20 in it. And I picked mine up at Rite Aid. It was originally $13.49. I got it for $10.79. So, like I said before, I got it in the shade light to medium. So I'm going to kind of shake it up a little bit. And I'm going to apply it with the Beauty Blender today, because I've noticed lately in some of my reviews when I use the buffing brush, it kind of is like swiping the stuff all over. So here it is. It's actually quite liquidy. As you can see, it's like sliding down my hand. And I'm going to just use a Beauty Blender to apply this and see how it applies. I've heard a lot of really good things about this on the haul that I featured this in, so the color actually looks pretty good. Let me zoom in a little bit more. It's definitely a little bit of a yellow toned. But so far, I mean, it seems to be covering pretty darn good. I was just gonna do one side of my face and I kind of forgot, but that's okay. I really love the Beauty Blender. It's by far like my favorite method of applying foundation. So the color match is not too bad. I mean, I can tell that it's definitely a bit dark for me. So, I mean, it's not too bad. It's not dark enough to where it's really going to be a huge issue, because I can blend it down my neck and work with it. So that's not a big deal. But if you are much more fair than I am, then this may be too dark. But so far, I mean, that's just one application. Plus, it looks like it covered pretty nicely. There's not too much redness showing through. I'm actually really impressed with the coverage that this has. So as you can see, it really did cover up a lot of the redness that I had. Obviously I'm going to put concealer on. It was a long night last night, so my eyes are extremely tired. But yeah, the coverage is actually really, really nice. That was one layer. It feels really nice on the skin. It doesn't really feel tacky. I know it hasn't quite set yet. My skin doesn't feel like it has a lot of product on, so I like the way that it looks. It's not quite a completely matte finish, but it's kind of like a demi-matte. But I really like it. I really like the coverage. So I'm going to take just a tiny bit more and kind of blend it down my neck, because it is just a little bit, not too dark for my skin tone, but it's a little bit darker than my neck. So I'm just going to blend it down. All right, so that is just one application, one layer. I think that's what I'm gonna stick with. I'm going to go ahead and finish up the rest of my makeup and check in a little bit. It is right now 9:12, so I'll check back in a few hours and we will see how this is holding up. I'll talk to you guys soon. All right, so I'm here for a check-in. It is now 1:11, so I've had it on for a few hours now. The coverage is still really good. I don't really find that it's oily. I have just the tiniest bit of like dewiness right here, but otherwise, I mean, it feels just like skin. It's not tacky. It feels great on my face. I don't feel like I'm wearing a lot of makeup. I feel like my just complexion looks really good, and it's like not cakey at all. Also don't feel like it's super drying, so my skin doesn't look really matte and dry looking. I didn't apply a highlight or anything today on my cheekbones, but I just feel like it looks really natural. It just looks like skin. I really, so far, really love this, and I'm so happy because I know so many people said that they loved this BB cream, the other version, and I'm so bummed I couldn't get it to work for me, but so far I am loving this, and I have combo skin, so I can be oily and I can be dry at the same time, and my main problem is that a lot of foundations just get really oily on me, and this is so far, I'm loving this so far. It is really, so far it's 2 thumbs up. I would have to say, out of all of the foundation reviews I've done so far, this may be one of my favorite drugstore, out of my drugstore favorites so far. So I'll keep you updated throughout the day. I do still really love my Revlon Nearly Naked, as well as the Covergirl Outlast Stay Fabulous. Both of those are still really great, but I may like this more than those. I don't know, we'll have to see. So anyways, so far I'm loving it, and I will check back in a little bit and we'll see how it's wearing then. I'll talk to you guys soon. So I am here for my final check-in. It is now 6:48. I've been wearing this since what, 9:30 this morning. And for the most part, it has held up pretty decently. My cheeks seem really good. It's just like my nose area and my forehead area that are worn off just a little bit. If you can see, kind of splotchy there, and kind of splotchy here around my nose. But, I mean, I have not powdered all day. This is how it looks. Just a kind of a rundown of what I've done today. Besides running errands, I also tried to take a nap, which was very unsuccessful, but I did lay down for a little bit. So, you know, laying down, of course I've eaten today. I've wrestled and played around with my 2-year-old. I've given him a lot of kisses, which probably is why it's all off of my nose just from, you know, kissing his cheeks and being up against his face. Also cleaned out my closet for 3 hours. So it got quite hot in there. So with a little bit of getting hot and eating and just kind of normal everyday stuff, it held up okay. I mean, it's not a long wearing foundation by any means, but it doesn't claim to be. I felt that for the most part, it controlled the shine really well. The coverage was really nice, and even now, even though it kind of has worn off, you know, in my forehead and around my nose area, I don't feel that I'm really all that shiny. I mean, there is a little bit of shine here and a little bit of shine around my nose and a tiny bit on my chin, but if I zoom out, it's really not that bad, that oily, or that greasy. This is 100 times better than their other formula, or the regular formula. That was just such a disaster. Within an hour or 2 after applying it, it was sliding, it was splotchy, it was greasy. It just was not pretty at all. This is hands down so much better. And I do have a little bit of dry skin. I don't find that it makes it look drier. Felt like it really did control the shine. So I really like this. I will be keeping this just because I thought the coverage was really good. I've been reading through a lot of comments today on my Instagram when I posted that I was reviewing this today, and it was kind of like a mixed thing. I didn't find it was too orange. I didn't find it was really all that dark. It was a little bit dark, but it wasn't anything that I couldn't just blend down my neck and kind of warm up, you know, my complexion or something with some bronzer. So I didn't feel like it was too dark that I couldn't still wear bronzer. It blended really nicely. I didn't find that it oxidized. I still feel like I'm just, it's skin. I don't feel like I have a lot of product on my face. I don't feel like if I touch my face that I'm like rubbing product off, which is a big thing. Some of them just kind of sit on your skin. I felt this really absorbed in my skin really nicely. And so I give this 2 thumbs up. I'm not too sure. I mean, I know the reasons why people didn't like it just from what they've expressed on Instagram, but I personally did not find any of those things to be true. I really like it. I'm actually gonna keep this, and this is, you know, right up there with the other foundations that I've reviewed. Even though this is a BB cream, it does have really, really great coverage. So I give this 2 thumbs up. I highly recommend it. I think that it definitely evened out my skin tone, controlled my oil for, you know, a good portion of the day. Maybe it hydrates, I don't know. I don't feel like my skin is all dried out, so we'll just say that it hydrates. But I really like it. I'm gonna continue to use it. If my opinion changes, I will have an update video, but for my first impression, I am very, very pleased with it, and I would highly recommend it. If you have, I don't know how this would work if you have super, super oily skin or super, super dry skin, but if you're combo, I think it would be a great option to try if you're looking for a BB cream or a really lightweight foundation type product. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and this review was helpful. If there's any other BB creams, foundations, or products that you would like me to review, please leave it down below and I will try to get to it. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.